Pop quiz, everybody. What's the one thing that most successful marketing campaigns have in common? Anybody? Anybody? They are personalized to the audience. The messaging speaks to what the target audience actually cares about, and today we're covering how to do that with one of Unbounce's most fancy features. I'm Adam Arkfeld, owner of ParaCore, a pay-per-click lead generation agency. This is the final video in my ridiculously simple guide to using Unbounce, an online landing page builder. You've come a long way and are probably already a pro by now, so let's dive right into dynamic text replacement and talk about why it's such a fancy feature. Dynamic text replacement is an Unbounce feature that allows you to dynamically swap content on your landing page to personalize or customize its messaging. This is often helpful if you're running campaigns in different geographical regions or you have different offers depending on the ad. There are hundreds of scenarios where you might want to dynamically swap text on your landing page. Dynamic text replacement works best with one word or short phrases of just a few words. This is because when you introduce sentences or very long phrases, you introduce a lot of room for error. The word or phrase that you highlight is going to go into the URL. The longer the word or phrase, the more complicated things become, so start small. For example, special characters and spaces can cause issues with your text and URL. After you've written your landing page's content, you're ready to set up the dynamic text. In this example, I'm using the tour type to apply my dynamic text replacement. So I highlight the word zipline, then I go to Action tab to set up the dynamic text. In the URL parameter source field, I name the tag type because that's what I'm replacing. Always name the URL parameter after the content you're replacing. For example, if this was a city and state, I'd name it location. I also have the option of how my text will appear: uppercase, lowercase, title case, and so on. Once I click save, I see this little blue box that indicates I set my word for dynamic text replacement. But here's the kicker. If the URL parameter is blank or not working for any reason, it will default to whatever word you originally used. Therefore, you should always use a word that's universal as your default. For example, I could use something like adventure to be more ubiquitous. This is what it looks like in action when someone visits the page. I can also apply a dynamic text replacement to my button copy, so instead of saying learn more, I could choose to have it say shop now or book a tour. You can also add it to your title, keywords, and description for SEO purposes. But wait, there's more. If you're looking to get really fancy, we've combined call tracking with dynamic text replacement to monitor call volume in different markets. For example, our AdWords campaigns have tracking templates set up with specific phone numbers based on the location we're targeting. If I have two campaigns targeting different areas like Los Angeles and Phoenix, each of those will have different numbers in the tracking template. Then when the Unbounce landing page sees those different numbers come through as dynamic text, visitors will see a localized number depending on which campaign is triggering the ad. You'll have two campaigns with localized numbers sending visitors to the same landing page. Now that is fancy. Not familiar with CallRail? Check out the other video series dedicated to call tracking. The link is in the description. Well, it's been fun making this series, and plot twist, there are 2 surprise bonus videos. We scored a couple awesome videos with Unbounce VP Ryan Engley. What? He shared some sweet insider tips with us, but first I need you to do me a favor. Let the world know how awesome this series is by clicking that like button below and clicking the red subscribe button to our channel to be notified the second I release the bonus videos. If you have any questions or need some direction, I'm your man. Just leave a question or comment below, and I'll see you in the next video series.